Hey everyone, in this video we're going to look at how the on-screen keyboard works. So you access the on-screen keyboard the same way we've been accessing all the other accessibility tools. Go into your menu here, and if you don't have this accessibility shortcut, you need to click the gear and open settings, search for accessibility, and then scroll down to the keyboard and text input section. And then you're going to click here and enable on-screen keyboard to toggle that on. Now, once you do that, you get this little symbol down here letting you know it's enabled. And this will not activate until you click down here at the bottom to bring up the on-screen keyboard. And then this functions very similarly to typing with a smartphone. You can see you've got the keyboard here, you've got, numbers along the side, caps lock, you can indent, there's some shift options, backspace, control alt. You also have some emojis, which are kind of fun. You can insert emojis as well. You can toggle back and forth between a standard US keyboard or another language if you need to, if you're in a class, so for instance Russian, you need to use that language pretty often, or if you've got an English language learner and they need to toggle back and forth between keyboards, you have the ability to do that. And then to minimize this on-screen keyboard when you want to, you just click this little button down here and it'll put it down into your toolbar. The way you use the on-screen keyboard is just to simply, rather than typing physically on your Chromebook's keyboard, because that can be difficult sometimes for students, is you would just click on each individual letter, and then you can see at the top it changes and it attempts to anticipate what you are trying to type. And then you can click those words if they're correct. So that is kind of nice. Now, to get this keyboard also to kind of go away, sometimes you can click away from a text field. There it didn't do it, but what it did do is it brought back my 3 different options up here instead of seeing the pre-populated words. And these features are kind of nice too, so I'll talk about them here. If you click this little squiggly line, this is the handwriting feature. So I'm going to do a space actually. And I'm going to try to write with my mouse the word hello. And a little bit of cursive. Now when you let go, you can see that it's guessed it up here and inserted it as typed text, but then also I would be able to, if that wasn't correct or if it didn't recognize my squiggles correctly, I'd be able to choose one of these words instead. And then to go back to my regular keyboard, I would hit this symbol right here. This little menu option just kind of hides my keyboard and minimizes it and puts it off to the side if I don't like it taking up my entire screen. And then I can always change it back and make it the width of the screen, and then this gear symbol puts you back into settings. This is where you can go in and you can adjust the languages for your keyboard. So you can see right now I have US and I have Spanish, but I would be able to add more if I wanted to. The other thing that's really super nice, and you'll learn about this more in part 3, is the voice typing feature of the on-screen keyboard. You can click this microphone. Of course, it gives you a little notification. Yes, we realize that. Got it. So then anything that I say now will be typed there on the screen, period. So there's another voice feature in there as well. This on-screen keyboard, thank you Screencastify. This on-screen keyboard works with Google Forms as well as any other web page. Anything where you would need to type, I would be able to click and type in where I needed it to go. There's the on-screen keyboard. Thanks, guys.